Hello, this is Mr. Netsch. As you know, I teach band, but I'm interested in a lot more than just band. I'm a huge fanatic of science and physics and especially astronomy. So it is currently Saturday, August 19th, 2 days before the solar eclipse. By the time you see this, it will have already happened. But I'm excited about it and I wanted to go see it. So you have the sun out here, and you have the earth over here, and you have the moon right here. Well, the light coming from the sun is going to get blocked and cast a shadow onto your earth. Now, while this part will be in the shadow and partially dim, some of the light from the sun is going to get through into this part. So when you look at some of that light that gets through into that part on the earth, areas right here and right here will be in partial shadow but partial light. That's what Texas is going to be like. But I have to leave Texas if I want to be in this area. This is the dark zone right here. And at this spot, right on the earth, no light is going to get through when the moon passes by. The darkest part of the shadow will be about 70 miles wide, and it's going to go through Oregon, Idaho, Wyoming, Nebraska, barely touch Iowa, barely touch Kansas. It'll go through Missouri, the bottom part of Illinois. It'll go through Kentucky, Tennessee, part of North Carolina, and most of South Carolina. So that's where it's going to go. I'm going to be headed to Tennessee, so that's where my journey starts. I'm going to cancel the other reservations for hotels, heading to Tennessee, and I'll talk to you more when I get there.
Being a musician, I can't help but stop in Memphis. It's like the capital of blues. Homes to people like B.B. King. You can go down to the Memphis Music Hall of Fame over this way down this street. There's bunches of joints where you can listen to blues music and eat barbecue, but it's also the home of a young gospel singer who decided to throw in some blues and make Memphis his place to live. Of course, I'm talking about Elvis, the King. Can't help but stop by the statue of Elvis while we're here.
I had to get some barbecue pork ribs. Mission accomplished. It's the morning of the eclipse. I'm about an hour outside of Nashville, and I'm going to be making my way north, and in the path of Total Eclipse. There's a lot of crowds expected. I was listening to the Nashville news last night, and they're pretty busy around here, so I'm going to try and head somewhere where I don't think many people are going to go, and see if I can't camp out there.
Hello, I'm continuing on my eclipse journey. Right now I am in Lebanon, Tennessee. It's expected to see complete and total darkness from the eclipse for about 2 minutes and 34 seconds. As you can see here, I've worked out a modified pinhole projector using a telescope. So I'm going to be magnifying the image onto a piece of paper. You can see right now I have the sun in view, and I can move it around. You can see some sunspots in there. So I'm able to look at the sun without looking at it directly. And so that's what I have to view the sun. I also have some of those hard to find approved solar eclipse glasses, so I'll be using those as well. Right now it's about 3 hours before the solar eclipse, so I have nothing better to do than to play some games. I missed. When we get to full eclipse, I'm going to let you watch things going dark around me. When we get to total eclipse, I'm going to start this timer. Now, we'll have 2 minutes and 34 seconds when the sun is completely behind the moon here in Lebanon. Back in Dallas, you won't have that. You won't be able to get complete darkness. Because I'm going to get complete darkness here, I'll have that minute and 45 seconds where I can look up at the sun with my own eyes without damaging my eyes. Now you've heard, well, you're not supposed to do that. Why are you not supposed to do that? Well, the answer to that question is your eyes cannot handle the output from the sun. It's kind of like when you get a sports injury. Your shoulder or your ankle gets hyperextended. Your body isn't meant to bend that far. Your eyes aren't meant to get that much exposure from the sun. People say an eclipse is dangerous because when you go into complete darkness, your pupils dilate, letting in full light. And when the sun comes back, it can damage your eye. Well, that means I have to be very careful, and I have to stick to this timer. I'm giving myself 45 seconds of buffer room. I could go 2 minutes and 34 seconds, but I'm only going to go 1:45. That will give me about 49 seconds of buffer time to put my glasses back on so I can look up at the sun safely. Alright, so right now we're looking at just the very start of this eclipse. It's about noon on Monday, the 21st, and we're just seeing the very edge of the moon start to cut into the sun. It is now been out for about 20 minutes, and you can see now the sun's starting to look like Pac-Man. So the eclipse continues. I'm enjoying watching it progress. It is not getting any dimmer yet. So right now you're continuing to look through the camera with the solar filter. I'm looking through my safety glasses, and we're approaching 50% coverage. And once again, it's getting even more dark here. Now, it's still not dark. It's still pretty bright, but it's noticeably just a shade darker than it should be. It almost looks like you have a light cloud over us and not full sunlight. And I'm not sweating as hard as I was earlier. So we're starting to notice the effects of the partial coverage of the sun here. It's just like a crescent moon. And that's about as far as you're going to get in the Dallas area. So if you're outside when this happens, you'll get to see what we're seeing here. In a second, I'm going to show you what it's looking like around here right now with a different camera. We're down to 2 minutes till total dark. 2 minutes till total dark. I have my timer set to go. Wow. It is really dark. It looks like the sun is already set.
The lights are flickering on. It's very, very thin.
We're starting to have some city lights flicker on around us because it's getting dark, and so they're starting to turn on. I'm seeing stars come out. I'm seeing stars come out. I'm seeing... We are in total. Look at it. Oh my goodness. Wow. Look at this. I can see Jupiter on one side. I can see Venus on the other. I'm looking for Mercury. Look away, look away. It's about to pop out. It's going to get dangerous. It's starting to pop out. Was that not incredible? You are seeing the opposite of what you saw before. Now the sun is arcing the other way because the moon is currently leaving, and it's getting lighter and lighter. It's still slightly dim around here, but it's starting to get lighter, and with the light, the heat is returning. It was enjoyable to be in the shade and not be sweating for a while. So you are watching it go on. I'm still in awe of what I just saw, but I'm continuing to watch this out of interest. Mainly what you're seeing right now is the closest star to the Earth, and it is huge and it is bright. Right now my face hurts because of all the sunshine where it didn't before when it was partial eclipse. So we are saying goodbye to the moon here as it goes on. We will not see this phenomenon happen for another 7 years. So I'm just going to give you a parting shot of the final little divot disappearing off the sun. Goodbye, Solar Eclipse 2016. We look forward to seeing one again in 2024. Or 2017, sorry, Eclipse 2017. We look forward to seeing one in 2024.